All right, welcome to episode 60. I didn't even realize it. Hey, we need a social distance. I'm gonna sit across from you then.
Yeah.
It that. Anyways, it's the 60th episode. It's been a while since our 50th. When was the 50th? June 7th of 2 years ago. No, June 7th, 2021. That was a long time ago. I'm like, why,
Yeah.
why, why is there like ramen or something? And there's another bucket of KFC. That is so weird. We are back in the studio, but this is a new one. This is Podcast Simulator 2. So there you have it. We should do a little tour. So like if you're on Apple if you're not on YouTube, we should do a little tour here. So looks like
Yeah.
we have um
Donations.
I'm not gonna donate, no offense, but no. There's like this little
Oh, I got cola.
Bloxy Cola. Oh. Alright, I'm not gonna buy anything. Let's go back to our soundproof room. Oh, I can see this is soundproof. Look, there's this thing here.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, so today we're going to be looking at 40 podcast topic ideas to grow your podcast in 2023. Are you able to see any websites without do you have like a second device or something?
I do.
Okay, then I'll send you the no, I'm going to message you from here. Hold on. There, I'm going to add and cuz I have to hold on. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to send everything here, but I'm going to delete it later. Just make sure to delete if you say anything here. Anyways, we're looking at 40 podcast topics to grow. I'm gonna show you guys what we're looking at in a couple of minutes. Here, hold on. All right. Also, this episode's gonna be premiering in March, so just a
Bart.
little. Yeah, it's gonna come out on March 3rd, which is Friday. Um. All right. Here we go. We're gonna look at the list. So we have local news, which we're not going to go through, global news and politics, product reviews. What the heck is listicles? I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me search that up. What's a listicle? Oh, list posts articles that are written in a list-based format. They do have the definition in a bit. So, true
True
crime,
crime.
music. We already do that.
Books.
We ended. No, we're never doing that again. We ended our era of music on this podcast. Never again. Books, boring.
Movies.
Nope.
Movies.
Pop culture. We could probably talk about pop culture
Mm.
once in a while. Digital marketing, probably not. Event planning, nope. Interpretership. I don't know what that means. I heard of that word, but I don't remember what it means. Uh, the activity of setting up a business or businesses, taking on that's way above our league. The freelance life. What's a freelance life? Is it like happiness or something? So remote workers. I don't know what that. What is freelance like? Self-employment. Okay. Stock market. Nope. Boring. Tutorials. We could probably do that. Cooking. What can you cook about? What can cooking is more of YouTube because you need to watch somebody cook. Um, hacks. We could probably do life hacks. That kind of works. We'll review TikTok hacks and then we'll see if those work. 3D printing. We can't do that. Technology. No. Gaming. We always do. Pets. No.
Ah,
Sports. We'll probably touch on travel. We could probably we touch on travel a lot here. Actually, not really, but we might in the future. Camping. We did touch on camping once because we were talking about the camping walkie talkies video. Alternative housing ideas. We're not here for housing. That's for HGTV, which is on channel 665. So if you want to do that, that's on you. Fashion. Um. Nope. Creative writing. Yeah, maybe that's possible.
mm.
Science. Nope. How stuff's made. We could probably do one episode on it.
No,
Psychology,
Baba.
nope. guided meditations, inspirational stories. We touched on Darman once. Fitness.
Cancelled.
Yeah, Darman has some like drama. I didn't really pay attention to what's going on, but like some rallying or something. I don't remember. Parenting advice. This is a podcast for people under 18. So like, we're not talking about parents or anything.
Try get coffee.
Children's stories, biographies, history, art, we could do behind the scenes. That kind of works. Random fact. That actually works. Okay. If we scroll down, it gives us a description of the ideas. So local news is local news events. We could probably, you know what, we're not doing that. That's not for us.
Oh my
Global
God.
news and politics. Nope, not us either. Product reviews. We could unboxing. Like, here's the thing. Product reviews is more of, when it comes to like
in-person stuff.
No, it comes to more like visual, not hearing. So listicles is product review. If you like the idea of product reviews, if you want a top 10 list, so like counting down number 1, that sounds more like a video. True crime. So like there's a lot of true crime podcasts. I keep thinking true crime is like this really weird thing where you have to like tell a story that sounds really interesting and it sounds really dramatic, but like I'm not good at storytelling. True crime obsesses. Oh, that's just the money they make. Never mind. Music. So new music discoveries. We've done that, but we've ended our era, so we're not doing that again. We could probably bring it back in the future, but until then, no. Books. So we can similar approach to the one discussed and explore books. So like reading lists and personal favorite reads. That could be like just one idea. But wait, this is just 40 episode ideas. Never mind. I thought that was like 40 ideas for your how to start a podcast. Never mind. 8 movies. Oh. So movies, new TV shows or releases. If you're talking like and why are you standing up? You should be sitting down.
I was trying to get the coffee machine to work.
Oh, whoops. Never mind then. Okay. Alright.
The coffee wouldn't go in the cup.
Okay. Alright. Movies, so like kind of funny podcast reviews. We could probably touch on that once. Pop culture, so only on the books, movies, music, and movies you can make your main focus pop culture. This way you can explore a bit of everything. However, this category is competitive. That is kind of true. You know, when it comes to pop culture, I keep thinking it's just music and the artists who make pop music, whatever. Digital marketing, nope, that's not for us. Event planning, not for us. Interpretership, not for us. Freelance, we can do freelance. So the Great Resignation, I think that's probably a podcast, is currently trending headlines. Yes, switching from full-time employment to freelancing is a big leap of faith. So share ideas. We are not people who are making money at this time of our lives, so we're not going to focus on that. But it would be kind of interesting to hear of people doing it. Stock market, we're not interested in financials. No. Tutorial. Specific problems your audience faces. Tutorials is more of videos, and we've done a lot of that. And a lot of tutorials we've made mainly are videos, not audios. So like RV battles, you have to like people have to see what you're doing. So like it is kind of like RV battles is pretty easy when it comes to tutorials. You can narrate mostly everything, but then you're gonna have to say, oh, turn right here, turn left here, and then go straight, or hit F or something. Like visuals is better. Cooking, most people eat at least 3 times a day. Yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes if you put in a break time for tea time at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But so cooking is a hot topic. Interview local chefs, take on. So Grandma's Secret. Okay, that sounds more. Maybe if it was interviewing, that would be more of an audio. If you're like trying to taste test somebody's food that's more visual. Cooking is like a recipe or something that's also listening, but you can put in some background music to make it more spicy.
Mm.
Hacks, so like general TikTok hacks, that could be really nice. But like most of it is just 5 minute. I just realized I had this really weird thing that was blocking the screen. Never mind, I got rid of it. Anyways, 17 is hacks, so it's most of the hacks on the internet are probably 5 minute crafts. So like 5 minute crafts,
Ugh.
it took over the entire internet. So we don't need to do any of that, even though they don't work. They've blown everybody's minds to convince that it actually works. There was one 5 minute crafts video that I saw. It was like you could build like a little fort under your bunk bed. So like if you have a bed on the second floor that was not on the same floor, you could like if it was built higher, you could put like a curtain under it, and then you can have your little ice. I don't remember what it igloo, whatever. Technology, so like 3D printing is we are not into 3D printing, but I didn't even know what a VPN was until 2019. Gaming. So we've been doing gaming, but like we're not we talk about gaming, but like we're not on a no we're not on the same pace as everybody when it comes to gaming. We're on like, oh, this is what happened, and then we're not on the same page when it comes to gaming. We are on a very different pace. Pets. I don't know about pets. Maybe like sports. Sports fans aren't actually watching. They're watching a show about the game. Okay. So whether it's a pre-match build-up, see the thing is when it comes to sports, you need to be like, oh, whenever it actually ends, you're like, oh my gosh, this happened, and like the thing is, they're probably gonna end at like midnight, and like everybody's asleep, and you want to record something to wake everybody up. That's not gonna work. That is definitely not gonna work. Did I just? Oops. I closed the tab. I closed the tab. Oops, guys. Um, I closed the tab, so like Button Morse is connected. So like, hold on. Think we should be back.
Yeah.
Okay. Oops. I closed the same tab as I did with when it comes to freelancing. I closed the tab what is freelancing, and then apparently that came with that too. Whoops. No wonder it felt so quiet. Anyways, everybody saw that. I'm not re-recording this entire thing. That's gonna stay there. Travel. I just talked about sports. I don't know if you heard it, but I'm not gonna repeat it, so you can hear it again later. Travel. So you only need to be on Instagram and travel region. We could do travel at the end of summer. Like we can do that. Like maybe in August, late August in the or the early of September. We can talk about that. That
Maybe.
will. Are you planning anything for vacation so far? I could
Not
probably ask.
really.
Okay, well we'll talk about that later. Uh, why is the voice connection at yellow? That is okay. We're back at green. Internet always. I'll probably ask everybody a question. For vacation ideas, we'll do that. Probably in May. We'll probably do that, and then yeah, that's how that's gonna work. 24 camping. Have you gone camping? Cause I haven't.
I have.
Okay, we'll talk about that in a future. We'll probably slide that idea in someday. Not today though. Alternative housing ideas. Nope. Fashion. Nope. Creative writing. We could do creative writing. We could do could probably like a skit or something. Science. No. We could MythBusters. Mark Rober. Wait, what did Mark Rober do with Mr. Beast? I don't remember. What did he do?
The elephant toothpaste.
No, not that. I don't remember that. Oh, Team C's. Yeah, Team C's.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't remember. Did they reach their goal? Oh, yes, they did. Okay.
Yeah, they passed it.
Okay. 33 million. That is that is actually really cool because they did pass their 25 million, I think. Okay. 29 how stuff's made.
Nova Bus has a video on how they make the Nova Bus LFSA.
Really? I want to see that.
I'll send you it.
Let's watch it after this because like that's gonna be like too much. I was kind of thinking of an idea of reacting to somebody random on YouTube and see how their tutorial is when it comes to New York City buses and how they actually guide people, like how they guide tourists or something. I don't know how it's made. We can watch that after or on 30. So, and we're gonna skip like 30 or 31. Psychology, we're skipping that. That's kind of weird. But 29, how stuff's made. We could probably look at one of them. We could do that. So like weird stuff, weird invented stuff. We could do that. Weird inventions.
Maybe.
So we can talk about what is the weirdest thing that's invented. We could talk about. Hold on, I'm searching it up. An air hog, a baby boombox, a Big Bang Better mousetrap. We could talk about those. Anyways, we'll get to that when we get to it. For right now, our goal for episode 60 is to pick one for episode 61. So, like, we're looking at this really closely. Guided meditations, not us. Inspirational stories, so no. Fitness, parenting advice, children's story. We could do. You know what I think for this? We should do children's stories. We find a bunch of random jokes online and then we rate them.
All right.
On a scale from 1 to 10. We could do that. Biographies. All right, we're pretty much done with this. Random fact. We could do random facts for 62, but we'll get to that later. Anyways, let's watch that video. Where is it? Okay, I see it. Copy link. All right, here we go. Let's. You can't hear anything, but just keep it quiet. I don't know if there's any sound, but I know you can't hear it, but it's playing. For like 5 minutes. Hold on, let's check this out.
Articulated buses are mostly used on public transit routes. They consist of two rigid sections linked by a pivoting joint. They're longer than rigid-bodied buses, so they can carry more passengers, and thanks to a flexible accordion-shaped central section, they can maneuver on busy city streets. To build the internal structure of the bus, welders assemble stainless steel tubes. During welding, these tubes are supported by an orange frame called an assembly jig. Once they've assembled the roof and the sidewall structures, they bring them together on a larger assembly jig. The whole structure of the bus is made of stainless steel because it doesn't rust. Using stainless steel prevents expensive and time-consuming repairs due to corrosion. The jig can rotate like a giant rotisserie, giving workers easy access to every part of the bus they need to weld. They install metal plates to reinforce the junction between the roof and the sides of the bus. Once all the welding is done, they'll turn the bus right side up again to install the floors. Workers apply high-strength glue to the floor structure. It provides permanent bonding but stays flexible when dry, so it will never crack. Next, they carefully lay down a floor panel using a pneumatic manipulator. It's equipped with suction cups to allow easy handling without risk of damaging the floor covering. The floor panels are made of composite materials, which are durable, lightweight, and resistant. A plastic sheet keeps the floor protected during upcoming steps of the assembly process. This is what the back section of the bus looks like once the floor is installed. Next, they'll turn the bus upside down for access to the ceiling. They install electrical wiring and copper pipes for the heating system. They also install compressed air tanks that will action the brakes as well as the opening and closing of the doors. When they finish working on the back section of the bus, they'll attach it to the front section using this articulated joint. The bus has been turned right side up again. Some ceiling panels are now in place, as well as the back seats of the bus. But there's still a lot of work to do. An assembler installs interior panels made of aluminum. He also connects copper piping for the heating system. Using a blowtorch, he heats up the copper pipe. He solders the connecting piece, creating a leak-proof union. These pipes will carry the heating fluid to the radiator, keeping passengers comfortable during the cold season. They install the fuel tank. This bus runs on clean diesel fuel, a low-sulfur fuel that reduces harmful emissions. And because buses need to run all day without stopping for gas, the tank holds about 7 times as much fuel as an average car. The roof and sides of the bus are made of fiberglass. To prevent corrosion, workers install them with glue rather than screws or rivets. This articulated bus uses a 330 horsepower engine. The engine arrives at the factory already assembled. A worker installs it in the engine compartment at the back of the bus. Later,
That's
he'll connect
a
the
lot.
engine to the drive shaft, transmission, and exhaust system. Still supported by a dolly, the bus moves down the production line. At this point, the wheels have been installed, so the bus can be driven from one workstation to the next. They now install the windows, handling them with suction cups. Buses without air conditioning.
I think we're gonna pause it here because like this is gonna take forever, but new notifications. People are okay. So in the end, we've chosen it, right? Episode 61 is going to be we're gonna find random jokes on the internet, like knock knock jokes or like animal jokes or whatever, and then we'll rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, and that's how that's gonna work. All right. Other than that, it's been about 20 minutes, so I think we're good enough here. That video gave us a quick little 3 minutes, so like we were technically on like 18 minutes on here. So other than that, we will see you next Friday or in a couple of weeks. We already know what we're gonna do, so like we could probably do it in a couple of minutes. But yes, happy March 3rd. Are you gonna say happy March 3rd?
Happy March 3rd.